Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid. We are on turn 60 in our Let's Play with the nation Agartha. I have not been super regular with uploads, so I normally do them kind of ahead of time and then have them on a schedule, but I have gotten behind. So I will try to finish up this Let's Play, which is finished. We'll go through some of these. Let's see if I think I kind of run out of site searching luck here, as most of these things have been site searched. I'm casting Lichcraft. And we have some battles here. I think this is a sacrifice, as I am trying to get this guy off the payroll by doing Twiceborn. And it appears actually I was not successful there, unfortunately. He ran away. Okay, there was a battle in Yis. So Yis has come out of his fort, and he's got a bunch of claymen in the front with some slightly better armored man-at-arms, who actually have pretty good protection, with some spearmen behind, and bunch of air magic. And oddly enough, things like lightning work underwater, whereas you would expect they wouldn't, since, well, you can't direct a current underwater like that. And his god is also present. So his god is here with a big water, huge water pass, good earth pass, and some nature. And so let's see what he's casting. He probably can do some of the big earth spells. Let's see, like he could Marble Warriors these guys. I think he has Army of Lead. Though by turn 60 you can't have it, so let's see what all comes out here. I think next turn we'll see the big buffs going down. Okay, so I'm getting my buffs up. I've got Friendly Currents and Rigor Mortis. Which is good for me because I have more reinvigoration than him. Okay, he casts Friendly Currents also. So we have both of them up, and I believe they just cancel each other out. We have a lot of Strength of Giants going. Grip of Winter, I think that's... I forget who cast Grip of Winter. I think it's me? Yeah. And unfortunately I think most of these guys have cold resistance. Oh, no they don't. Okay, so Grip of Winter could be effective here. Okay, and these guys are going to Strength of... They're going to do a lot of damage, because they've got a Quickness Bless. Probably a lot of them have Strength of Giants. No, these guys don't. But yeah, they're going to do a fair amount of damage when they get in contact. Not sure about my Mind Blasters here. They are doing an okay job hitting the cavalry, which is what I had them targeted for, but... Earth Meld would be really good if I had some people spamming it. I don't think I do. And then obviously I don't have Astral Tempest up, which is a huge fucking mistake. It's like the entire reason I geared this guy up like this was to cast it for big battles. Sad days. Okay, and what we'll probably see is that these Shard Guard, they get chewed up by the Movark Knights pretty well. Though the Sentinels, I think, will not take much damage from them. So, like, I'll almost definitely lose this top flank. I think I have enough troops. I outnumber them well enough here that we'll be okay. Yeah, these guys did not hold up very well. We have lightning bolts coming down, which are not great for me. because I'm very good at holding the line. I don't have much evocation coming out on my side, and I think that was kind of one of the major mistakes I made this game, was that a lot of evocations don't really work that well underwater. But I definitely didn't bring enough mage support. I mean, we're kind of in like late mid-game here, and I need more mage support. So I've got this like awesome front line that can hold, but I don't have much else. I forget whose shark attack this is. Do we have 2 shark attacks? I think it's my shark attack. I don't think he has it yet, but we can check. He does have a lot of water elementals, and these water elementals are kind of the perfect counter for sentinels. They regenerate, so if the battle goes long, I'm not going to like wear water elementals down. And my guys don't have enough damage outlay to kill these guys faster than they regenerate. And they do crushing damage with several high damage attacks, which are going to make it through my protection. And these guys have pierce and slash resistance, but not crushing resistance. So all in all, that's kind of unfortunate. And he has a lot of water elementals, if you can't tell. So I'm probably going to lose this now, it's looking like. If nothing else, just from the quantity of water elementals. Though I do have Rigor Mortis up, and that is going strong, so I probably have shut most of his mages down now. So we don't actually have to worry about evocation spam. What we really have to worry about now is water elementals. I do have... I mean, Shark Attack should help some. But I don't know. Water elementals are just so strong. And rather than sit here and just stare at it, I'm going to start skipping forward turns. Okay, next turn. So we see tons of these water elementals. So a lot of these I think were living water, because we see some size 6, like this is a size 6 one, and then we see some size 4, which are usually from living water, where you get many more of them. So I think this is not going to go my way, but we'll see. I also have some Raise Dead spam coming out here, which is helping kind of buff up my lines. But if I had Astral Tempest up, I think I would have won. Well, I mean, I'm sure I would have won, but I didn't cast it because I'm really smart. And yeah, you can see the water elementals now have really made it to the front line. And my sentinels, which are pretty much immune to their other troops, are going to die very quickly to water elementals. And like that, I lose. So that's really bad. For several reasons, but... well, for quite a few. So if we look at it, I lost my golem, who had a ton of gear, that never got used because he didn't cast anything freaking useful. I would have won this if I cast Astral Tempest, which really pissed me off. I killed a bunch of his Movark Knights, but who cares? I would have killed a lot of his mages too if I had cast Astral Tempest. I would have caused a rout, and then the water elementals would have disappeared and everything would have been fine, but I didn't do it. Yeah. So that's really bad news. I lost these guys. I lost a fair amount of sentinels. The sentinels aren't really the problem. Problem is, like, I can't... It takes me so long, and really this is an unfortunate part about the minions, kind of to bitch a little bit, is water movement is so freaking slow, and cave movement is so slow. So like on this map, to get things from here all the way up here, it takes literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 turns if I don't stop, so almost a whole year, which is way too long. So part of this is my fault for picking this battle, but yeah. Do I have the tools now? So let's make sure we watch the rest. Okay, Marble Oracle. So I'm winning economically against DS, but it's coming at a huge cost, and like I lost a ton of gear. I really need my Astral Tempest gear. So, fortunately I'm not getting all my statues from down here. I can get some of them up here. So I'm doing Hall of Statues up here on this side. I'm making another Staff of the One God, and which is one of the items from my mod. And then I've got this guy who is... I am going to script to do Astral Tempest, and he is going up to the Soaked Earth, which I think is somewhere up here. Yeah, to right here. And he will jump in, and basically we're going to pull back until I can do Astral Tempest, and hopefully that will be sufficient. Yeah, that's basically the plan. Which is really unfortunate because I had everything I needed to do that the last turn, but I just didn't cast it. So, I am also preparing to attack Vanheim, because I've realized now, especially, I might not have done it. I was preparing to do it, but I may not have done it I'm sorry, Vanarus. If this attack on Yis went well. But because it didn't, I mean, I don't even have options, right? I mean, I can potentially go up this way, but not really. I really have to attack him. It's going to take me a full year just to have another significant battle, really, up here, or at least 6 months. And I can't wait, because meanwhile, Jotunheim is eating Ashdod. And he's going to have literally half the map, right, while I'm going to have nothing. So, I have to attack Vanarus now. But this was a really key battle that I lost, and I totally could have won it, which is really frustrating. Yeah, he brought more mage support, is really what it was. And got all his water elementals out. Yeah. And I didn't cast Astral Tempest. So, that's basically it. We're pulling these guys back. We are attacking Vanarus. I'll show you the armies I've got scripted up. Okay, I didn't even bother to do Divine Blessing, which is showing how carefully I'm playing. This is kind of cool. So this setup, I've got one of my my oracles who got turned into a white mage, and he is going to be doing. He's got this shield, so this gets him to. How the hell is he gonna cast? Okay, so he can't cast Soul. I'm doing so many like misplays. It's really ridiculous. Ideally, I would be doing Soul Vortex, but what the hell am I doing? So this guy. Okay, I know what I should be doing. He should have a Skull Staff, which is why I gave him the Copper Arm, so that he can do a Skull Staff and the Crystal Shield, and this will get him up to Death 3. And if he does that, then this script will work. And, God, it's so funny when you go back and look at some of your games, you're like, man, you really misplayed this. But if you're Death 3, you can then do Soul Vortex. And then the idea is I have these guys on Guard Commander, and they are huge regenerating piles of flesh. So he will be sucking life force out of them to heal his fatigue. And that, with Earth Power, he should be able to drop Magma Eruption to the cows come home. So should be really strong evocations, and then he's got these guys in front of him. So yeah, this should work. I am missing a Skull Staff, which is pretty important. Probably should go ahead and put armor on him too, since he's got other useful items. This guy is doing kind of what we intended. So he doesn't have fire, so he won't be doing Magma Eruption, but he has Death 3, so he'll be doing Soul Vortex. And then Shadow Blasts, because he has 2 Death Gems, and then he will go and do cast spells after that. These guys are just going to be attacking. So yeah, that's basically what it is. We have some kind of, hopefully, strong casters, and then a strong front line. So anyway, we're going to be taking hopefully all 4 of these. This province will just be taken with the Lich, because it's in Friendly Dominion. And yeah, that's basically it. We've got to eat Vanarus. If we can't, then yeah, it's not going to be good news. And so that's this turn. Turn 60. Next turn is turn 61. So, we cast Golem Construction. We have another Golem. I'm going to need really these Golems in almost every single army. My Golem's teleported. Harspecs probably didn't find anything. And then some battles. I'm going to see if there are any good ones here. This is me trying to suicide this Oracle. I cannot do it. He just keeps retreating because he's a huge wimp and won't die like a proper man with Twiceborn on him. Let's watch this one. This one might be interesting. No, this is just our Marble Aura running around. This is probably not terribly interesting. Okay, Yis is moving his Doomstack out. I had left one guy on top. I don't know if he'll come attack me here. We'll see. If he does, I could be in a little trouble. But I'm gonna go ahead and teleport my golem right here, and I have scripted him finally with Astral Tempest, as a good player should. So yeah, this army will be pretty strong combined with PD. I'll probably be able to throw him off, but we'll see. In terms of other spells, we have Shark Attack coming out again every time, and then Friendly Current, Grip of Winter. Yeah, I think we can defend here, but if not, it'll be quite unfortunate. He does have a pretty freaking huge army, so I totally could lose. Did I watch all these? Yeah, so we kind of, our raiding party's kind of stomped through here. We took all 4. This guy's gonna come raid down here. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna raid a little. We're kind of pooling these guys here, and I think we're gonna march a Doom stack up through this way. I don't think I've noticed yet that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've noticed that this guy doesn't have the right items for a script, but we'll see. You know, the other option, if you don't want to put a Sculpt Staff on him, you could just give him a couple Death Gems and he'd be able to get Soul Vortex off. And yeah, this guy, we're going to be trying to take this back again, doing a little Divine Blessing, Strength of Giants. This script, really, if you look at the script I have on this guy, it's the destruction and other things are just to like get him fatigued out, so hopefully he can't run and he'll die, but he's really having difficulty dying. And yeah, we're going to keep raiding Vanarus, and hopefully I can get all the way up here to this fort. But I should have upped this PD a bit more. There's some key things I'm missing, like I don't have, I don't really have any strength. Like, ideally I get Fog Warriors or some other kind of buff to put on all my troops to survive better. But as of yet, I don't have that. What I really need is a Fairy Queen. But to get a Fairy Queen, I need to get kind of high into Nature Magic, which right now I'm struggling with a bit. So we are casting it this turn, which is good. And I don't have a great nature income. I only have 5. But anyway, we're casting Fairy Court this turn, and then once we hit this lady up, she will be able to drop Fog Warriors, which I think we just got, or we're about to get this turn. Yeah, this turn we should have Fog Warriors. And then when I have Fog Warriors, I'll have to get it so that my Fairy Queen can go underwater, and then she will have to be buffing these armies with Fog Warriors all the time. That will really help against those water elementals, especially in conjunction with Astral Tempest. And then I need Boku. Where am I casting? Forge Boots. Okay, we're doing our Hall of Statues here, because I had been making some, like, these statues are here, so really I should, like... No, I don't know how... I need to get these guys to the front, but I need more statues in this province, so I have my Earth Gear on these guys, which is kind of nice. So you have, wherever you have your Marble Oracles, if you have some Earth Gear, you can kind of turn them into forward deployment stations for summoning more statues. You're not going to get as many per cast as if you use, like, a big Earth Pretender. But it does help with some of the logistics issues. So yeah, that'll help a bit, but I don't know if it'll be enough. So that's basically this turn. We're going to be raiding up here too. Oh, so he has a bunch of Vaedans up here. These are pretty interesting, and this player is pretty good with using mage armies. So I'm not sure what they're going to be casting. They could be doing like Fire Elemental spam or something. I'm not sure. But you can see I still haven't fixed my scripting. This guy is not scripted at all, but he should be scripted with Divine Blessing. And anyway, this is definitely the play, taking these guys. I don't know if I'm going to win this battle or not. This is going to be really tricky. Like, if he attacks me here, it's going to be super close. It's going to be close. And with a ton of water elementals, there's a good chance I'm going to lose. But with Astral Tempest, I could win. So it's hard to say. Hard to say. That's that turn. And I think we'll do one more turn in this episode. We'll do turn 62. So we have a message from Yes. I think I commended him on his victory. And I got some gems. I think I gave death gems to Ashdod so he could get some more of his... he has some really good summons that he can get with death. And hopefully, I'm certainly invested in him holding out against Jotunheim as long as he possibly can. Okay, so we've cast Hall of Statues, we've cast Teleport. Okay, so let's look at the battles where Yis is attacking me. Okay, this is just on the land. I think he's just pinging that. Let's see. Okay, this is on his fort, so he has not attacked me yet in his main group. Okay. In terms of our rating, okay, let's check this out and see what happened. So this was this group of Vaeduns. Casting Swarm and then Phoenix Power. And the Swarm is going to keep me from advancing. And the fact... Did I bless these guys? Okay, we're not blessed because I forgot to script it. My guy seems to be wanting to run into combat with all of his good spellcasting gear. Oh, man. This is why I do not deserve to win this game. Horrible shit like this. Like, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Yeah. So, yeah, my Sacreds aren't blessed, which is going to give them HP and armor and regeneration. This guy didn't do his script where he should get... I mean, he has all the items to do cool death stuff, but doesn't cast any of it. And Fire Elementals don't really care about armor, since they have an armor-piercing attack. That does a lot of damage, and it's AoE 1. So yeah, they're just going to chew through my guys, and then the Fire Shield is going to affect them because I don't have fire resistance. So yeah, we just get eaten here. That was me being really, really dumb. Our Lich seems to have been successful attacking this province. We can see Storm Demons in here. Vanarus is a nation which does have access to to air blood, which gives you Storm Demons, which are very, very good. Especially against high protection units like my Sentinels, they're really good. One thing though, so I lost this battle. I had some reinforcements coming in. We're going to attack him again because I know he doesn't have gems. And this time we're going to be doing smart things like Divine Blessing. He's got another group, even more 20 Vaeduns here. And he's probably going to be on a defense order with a bunch of PD in front of him. So I'm actually going to dodge them. I'm going to come up here and take this. And kind of shut down his economy, and then I'll come over here. But I'm not really feeling like jumping into these guys quite yet. And then here we're basically going to be hanging tight. I'm going to be getting more Hall of Statues. I think I need a lot of statues. And I'm not sure... You know, I could attack here, but I could... I don't know. I want to just make headway. I've been stuck at this junction point for a long time in this Yissian war, so it'd be nice to get this fort, but I don't know if I can. But yeah, I don't necessarily even need to... Like, and maybe the smart play here is just to sit here, but I kind of... Here's my dilemma, is Yes is the best counter to me on land out of all the nations left. Because there's nothing my statues can do terribly well against Gift of Heaven spam. Though I could potentially be dropping a lot of Earthquakes on my side, but to get enough Earthquakes down, especially if he's doing things like Mass Flight or Fog Warriors, which he certainly can do as an air nation, yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. He would just kick my ass all over land. So I don't want to fight him on the land, but I want to get him knocked out so that once I eat Vanarus, I don't have to fight Gift of Heaven spam on land. And Yes is this really interesting nation that is weaker in the water. So anyway, that's... I want to kill them, but so far I can't. That's kind of my predicament here. Though I probably could have there if I cast Astral Tempest. I'm pretty safe in here. I don't think anybody's going to want to invade me terribly soon. And we're running up Alteration. I'm going to be going all the way, I think, to Army of Lead and Gold. Though getting Wizard Towers could be nice too. And that's basically it. We're going to continue raiding Vanarus. We're going to be waiting here to see if Yiss attacks us. If Yiss attacks us, we're going to be in some deep shit. But we'll see. Yiss probably is also a little anxious about fighting, but this will be a lot easier once I get my Fairy Queen, who is right here, up into the action. So she's going to be flying up this way, and then up, I'm not sure where, maybe here. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to send her going, or send her to, but I do need to get her in position to join my, my underwater armies for my next fight with Yiss. Or maybe potentially for my trying to take Vanarus's cap. So that's the end of this turn and the end of this episode, and thank you guys for watching.